All right, so coach has told you his eye and gut since before the season has told you that this AFC conference is hype. It is an easier path than the NFC, certainly much easier than last year, but we need data to back it up. So, if you'll look at last year, the NFC is in the first column, I believe, right? I'm going to look at that just to make sure I say 2004. Yes, okay, that's definitely how they're doing it. Okay, so the NFC is on the left, the AFC is on the right. This is interconference games per season, right? So when one conference faces the others, they record it, and here's the results. So last season, the AFC dominated. It was, by this metric, the weakest NFC conference since 2009, 15 years ago. That's how historically bad last year's NFC was. That being said, the Niners still gave the Chiefs hell in the Super Bowl, and the Chiefs didn't even look all that impressive the entire way through, right? Like the AFC just didn't seem all that impressive. Most of the games really boring, really low scoring, especially looking like the AFC Championship, that sort of stuff. It just seems like, yes, they were the better conference, but almost by default, right? So we want to see the NFC outperforming the AFC this year, and coach had to manually go and check the result of every single game of every single week and record the results. And I'm just double checking this one part before I say this stat. Yes. So the AFC, there has been an AFC versus NFC team every single week so far, at least one, right? There has not been a single week where more AFC teams won than NFC, period, right? So week by week, it goes, so, this is NFC versus AFC, 4-2, 2-2, 5-4, 1-1, 3-1, 2-2, 3-2, 4-4, 2-1, 3-3, 4-2, 1-1, and assuming the Bills beat the Niners, that would be 4-2 this week, with an overall record for the NFC of 38 wins and 27 wins for the AFC, which would be the NFC already has 4 more wins than they did all of last season, and the AFC has a whopping 19 less games. Yes, 19, as in almost 20. If the Bills find a way to lose the Niners, they'll have 20 less wins than last year. Now, of course, that's the entirety of last season versus however many games are remaining. But the most optimistic part about this data, if you are a Browns fan, is the Browns have been getting their asses whooped by NFC teams. They don't have any NFC teams the rest of the way. And against AFC teams, they're doing mostly all right, specifically divisional. They're 2-1 right now. So every reason to believe if the Browns have turned some sort of corner, they have a much easier path than people believe. Sure, it's not the easiest AFC teams left to go, but it's AFC teams that for the most part aren't as hungry because they're either already mostly secure with their playoff chances or they're pretty much out of it. In like the Dolphins case, like they'll be pretending like they're battling hard, all that sort of stuff when they're getting froze out.